Hi, welcome guys. So let's solve this 120 triangle. So given a triangle array, return minimum pattern from top to bottom. Okay, and for each thread, you may remove the adjacent number of the rows below. More formally, if you are on index I, then current row, you can move either I or I plus 1. Okay, so for example, if you go, this answer is this path, so it's 2, 3, 5, 1. Okay, so this problem can be easily solved by using dynamic programming. So let me just write down answer. And I think once you see the answer, you will think this problem is very simple. Well, so let's solve this backwards. Right? What is the possible what is the possible answer for the final one? Right? Suppose I start from the final layer, and I want to go through to get my top layer. Okay, so let's quickly solve it. So, okay, so for this one, right? So for this, let me just draw this 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 4, 1, 8, 3. So I change to this to make it easy. So I change to this diagram, right? So this 6, right? So if I was in the first final layer, then these are already fixed. Then I want to solve backwards. Okay, so what is the position that what's the minimum pattern for this 6? Right, so 6 can only go this way or this way, right? So 6 will choose 1, right? So now it becomes 7 because 6 plus 1. For 5, you have 5, 1 and 8, right? So you can choose 1 to be 6. For 7, it can be 8 or 3, right? So you will choose 3, so it becomes 10. So what is the minimum path from 3 to the bottom, right? So that's for 3, this guy has two ways to choose. So 6 is a minimum, right? So we change to 9, right? Because 3 plus 6 is 9. So and this guy will choose 6, right? Become 10. So finally 2 will choose 9, become 11. Okay. So obviously that from this picture that we know that this is I and J, right? This is I plus 1 and J. So let's say this is I0, I from 1, I from 2, I from 3. And then this is J from 1, J from 2, J from 0, 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. So for this position, IJ, this answer, right? Let's say dpij is the dpij is the minimum path sum from ij to the bottom Okay, so ij, right? Ij will be dpij, right? So from this illustration, dpij will be dpij sorry, the triangle ij plus the minimum, right? The minimum of there are only two choices, right? One is I plus 1j and I plus 1j plus 1. Okay. So this is dp I plus 1j and dp I plus 1 j plus 1. Okay, so this is the solution. Okay, so let me just make it clear. Okay, so triangle ij and the minimum dp I plus 1j and I plus 1j plus 1. Okay, and then you solve backwards. You solve these directions. Okay, so I think yeah, this is the answer. Okay, and I think in this problem that the things your dp, right, will as the same shape of this triangle. So you don't need to create other memory. You can just use this triangle and replace it, right? So you can actually change this to be triangle and then change it to triangle. Okay, and then you solve it backwards. Okay, so let's write the solution. Okay, so let's write a solution. Okay, I think for the first one, I need to calculate how many layers, right? So let's say there is let's say this is n. It's how many the depth. So the depth is triangle. Okay, and then let's go through, right? So let's say I solve backwards. So for I range -2, why a -2, right? Because this guy is a -1. So this guy is a -2, and a -1. I don't have to solve n -1. Okay, so backwards. And then for j, right, I solve from left to right. And using our recursion or basically dynamic programming, this triangle ij is defined to be the original triangle I and j plus the minimum of triangle I plus 1 and j, and the triangle I and j I plus 1 and j plus 1. Okay, and the final you just return the triangle 0, 0, right? Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so let's solve as submit. Yeah, okay, so see you guys next videos. Subscribe to my channel. Oh, I didn't press the correct button.